Okay, you can see that the brown is done. Now again, as I said before, some of the maintenance groups would thin the paint with turpentine, use rags and such to put on. So having brush streaks isn't a bad thing, but I didn't want to keep it. I didn't want too many areas that had your thin. So for example, up here, see, you can see there's a little thin up in this section. There's a little thin, some streaks here, but overall it's a general even coat. Now, when you put a varnish on this, that will also even out the coat. So at this stage, the uneven paint needs to be a little bit more, almost glaring. It needs to be more obvious than it will than you normally want it, because if you want to have that effect, then if it's too subtle at this stage, it'll get hidden by the varnish. On my Wraith Knight, I went through so much time putting in all these subtle little highlights throughout the body. I was so proud of myself, and I went ahead and varnished it, and you can't even tell I did it. So all that time was wasted. So here I've learned to kind of emphasize it by making it a little bit more obvious at this stage, and then letting the varnish do the work. Okay, so now we're ready to use the second color. And you'll notice I still have not done anything with the turret. That's intentional. You save the turret for last. Just focus on the hull itself. So I'm using a forest green, straight out of the bottle. Open this up. And now, just like with the brown, we're going to cover yet another third of this model. We just got to figure out where we're going to kind of do it. So as I was painting this brown, I thought, you know what, I would really like to see this part of the spots in green. So since I know that already, I'm going to go ahead and paint that up green. I'll just start with that. So I'm going to start, and once you get to this point where you're right up against the brown, try to keep it as even, but go ahead and overlap. Don't leave any of the base coat between the two. Okay, it's okay to overlap. Alright. And again, we're doing the same thing we did the first time. We're drawing in where we're going to have these colors. So now when you have a two-dimensional piece like this, so three-dimensional, you don't want to draw on this section and, like for example, here's this. I've already started just with the first streak. I happen to draw a streak across at an angle. Okay. Now if I were to start going vertically here, it wouldn't look right, because the actual camouflage ends down here. It has a sudden jog to the right, and then it continues up. So here, you don't want excuse me. You want to make sure that you bring it closer to right in line with the lower segment. And we get up here, again, we want to make sure it's where it leaves off at the top of this, it picks up on the side of the hull here. That way it doesn't have that odd cut. So here I'm going to actually move this to the back. I'm going to move this actually out of the way so I don't accidentally cover that. Before I did the painting, I went ahead and used the 1-to-1 black and silver to basically do the sponge and inner workings. So there's that's where the green's going to go, over to here. Now I'm going to make sure that I follow this line straight back. It's going to come in about here and go north, or go to the top. Alright. Alright. And then, now that I've got that, I can connect the two with the brush. A little bit. There. Okay. Alright. Okay. Now again, you're just kind of drawing the boundaries of the green. And so here I'm going to curve this forward and we're gonna basically bump up against the green here, or sorry, the brown here. And so this whole area is going to be the forest green. Okay, so all of this will be forest green. This entire face will be forest green. Alright, so I've marked that out. And move back, if you move back here to this section, and I kind of have this tan, brown, green theme going, but I don't know that in this particular case I want it to be alternating as strictly as it was on my other tank. In this case, my other Lehman Russ, it varies up a bit. So I think what I'm going to do in the back here is draw the green from the lower segment here, bring it up a bit, and then bring it straight across like this. Okay, so there is my green. So again, I'm just kind of going by feel. There's not necessarily a right or wrong way. You just need to make sure you got equal parts tan, green, and brown, or equal parts of whatever color your colors you're using. All right, so that's there. Now up here, I think what I'll do is I'll just do some green up in the top here, like this. So I won't be doing a lot of green here. And so we'll do like that. Okay. Okay, we'll clean that up later. We're looking good there. Okay, so now since this is not going to carry over to the front like the brown carried here, the green's not going to carry anywhere. I'm going to start here in the front and say, well, you know what, I can carry this across. So I'm going to make this green right here. Okay, and then I'm going to bring the green down here, and I think I'll bring the green up across here. Bring it all the way down. I want to butt it up against the brown there. I don't think I'm going to go all the way to the top of the tank though. I think I'll just kind of stop it up here. Come onto the side of this panel. Bring it down on the side here. And then cut it across like this. I think that's the way the green's going to bounce. Okay? Yeah. I think that kind of looks good. Alright. Now here, I'm going to actually try. I haven't decided. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do there yet. Alright, well, let's start somewhere else then. Okay. Let's see, I kind of like what's going on here. I'm going to make sure, now you see from the side, the green stops here. But you can see that there's tan right there in the brown. So I'm going to carry that green line across to the main hull right here. So I want to make sure that that gets covered. Okay. Again, we're going to go after the details and clean it up later. Okay, back here, there's a couple different things I can do. I'm going to start this way. I'm going to start my green right here on the back and bring it down. Nope, I'm getting a little bit low here on paint in the cup. Alright, you can see now I'm trying to build up the green on the back of the tank here. I don't think I'm going to go all the way over, but I am going to be getting the fuel tank in the back for sure. And I am going to go all the way up to the edge here of the brown, stopping here, and we're going to bring it back down toward this box. So take this across, bring it down, bring this on the box here, just paint it up like this. That's the green there. I don't like the way this is just tan, so I am going to move the green to the left. So I'll go ahead and paint the green here. And we're going to let the green kind of move its way down here. Looks like I'm going to need more green over this. So we'll make the whole tank over here, sorry, the fuel tank, forest green. Yeah, this is going to have to be a forest green here too. Now if I look at this side, I can bring the green across to here, which means I'll be able to bring the green down here, and the green will come over here. Again, moving from top straight forward and bring it down here. Alright, so, and again, just going to describe where is the border of that green. I'm going to stop it right there. So everything between the green and the brown, this is all going to be green. Alrighty, and then, so obviously up here that's going to have to be green as well. So I'm just going to mark that in. I need to get some more paint in this cup. Alrighty. Yeah, it looks pretty ugly, but again, this is just we're just trying to find out where we want the green to be. So I think what I want to do here is we got some tan here. I think I'm going to want to have more tan down here on the bottom. So I'm going to bring this across here. We'll start this here. So make it green on the side of the sponson here, up along the this will be green here, over to here, and I want to bring this over. I think we'll want to, let's make it green all the way over to here. Let's do this. But what we're going to do here is we're going to bring the green here like this at an angle. Okay. So now we have the tan below and the green above. Again, the goal of camouflage is to break up the lines and the patterns of light and dark on a vehicle. So that's all we're trying to do here. So now that I've got some green referenced here, do this. Guess we'll just leave it at this. Alright. And then I'm going to need something up here, I think. No, maybe not. No, it should be good. Okay. Alright, so, oh, this seems, looking at it from above, we got green going on here. I'm going to have to fill some green in here. There's no green in this space. So I think I am going to have to bring this in up here. Yeah. maybe do this. Okay, more like that. And maybe here, fill this out more. There, like that. Okay. Alright, so now I've got my green kind of delineated. Now, as I did before, I'll go back and we'll paint up the green a little more fine. Okay? Alright, I'll see you back when we finish that.